What is up, everybody? I'm Noah from PhoneDog.com, and this is the Samsung Omnia for Verizon. It's true, it's here. It's the i910, the Verizon version of the Omnia, the super all-in-one smartphone with touchscreen. You can read it right there yourself. It's been out for a while in an unlocked GSM version, available overseas. We got one to play with a while back, did some videos and stuff, but now it's here for Verizon, as you were hoping for. And it looks like it's retained a bunch of the features. I know Storm just came out, but I don't know. Is this really going to be the king of Verizon's touchscreen smartphone lineup? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's open the box. So you get this fancy-dancy black Samsung box on the inside here. Take the cover off. Hey! That's interesting. Maybe the phone's inside. Inside the box, we've got your manuals, CDs, tips, hints, and shortcuts. Got some Windows Mobile software inside there. You also get, looks like a Samsung proprietary to 3.5mm headphone adapter with a little remote control. Looks like a microphone in line there, so you can use your own headphones with the device. Yes, the famous Samsung eyeliner stylus here. It's a touch-friendly device, I believe, but also you can use a stylus. Stop beeping. It does really look like I don't know, an eye pencil or eyebrow liner. I don't know. Any women watching this video, or guys for that matter, who wear makeup, what does that look like? Looks like some kind of makeup implement. Also, you get a data cable, Samsung proprietary to USB, and you get your charger, of course. And a multi-adapter, Samsung proprietary to, what does this look like here? I believe this one can do TV out, but we've got, so for music, oh I see, so you can hook up your headphones. Yep, so TV out cable, optional TV out cable you can get for it, and then you can use this so you can hook up your charger or your USB and your headphones or your TV out cable all at once. What else can we tell you about this phone? You also get the battery and the FM radio antenna as part of the 3.5mm headphone jack there. Oh, actually, the other adapter was 2.5mm. But where's the phone? Well, I don't understand. Where's my Omnia? What do they do with it? No, you probably figured it out. I'm actually shooting this portion of the video with the Omnia. The Omnia does full VGA 640x480 video capture along with a 5-megapixel autofocus camera with flash. So I figured, you know what? Let's do a fake unboxing. Take the phone out, fire it up, shoot the video, this part of it, with the Omnia, see how it fares. I want to prove it to you, but I don't have a mirror in here because I'm not that vain, am I? Well, let's see. Let's go to the other part of the office, Phone Dog West, and we'll use a little trickery here. We'll fire up the... Isn't this exciting? We'll fire up the Mac photo booth so you can see. Make sure I hide all my other stuff. See? I am recording this with the Omnia. 5-megapixel camera, as promised. Alright, enough of these shenanigans though. Let's take a look at the camera. We'll get the camcorder out and show you all around the Verizon Omnia, the new super slim touchscreen phone that, you know, coming out head-to-head with this guy.
So I've had the Omnia for a few days now, and I have to say I really like it. First off, kudos to Verizon for not doing a whole lot to alter the phone from the original GSM version. In particular, the big thing that they did was they kept both Wi-Fi, where they kept the Wi-Fi connectivity on the phone. And then also, you know, created a CDMA version with EVDU-Rev-A high-speed 3G data. So you've got the best of both worlds. You've got the high-speed cellular, and then when you have Wi-Fi availability, you can go even higher speed with the 3G. In my testing, the phone works really well. It's a Windows Mobile smartphone, so the 5-megapixel camera and the camcorder and stuff, you know, kind of secondary to the phone's kind of business use. And that's good because actually for a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus flash and VGA res camcorder, it's actually a little disappointing. The image results aren't the greatest, and as you saw, the video capture is not the greatest either. That being said, though, it's for a camera phone, it's certainly decent, and if you take shots in good lighting condition, and especially if you turn the autofocus off and do manual focus, you can get some decent shots out of it for sure. But it's got the TouchWiz interface on the front, as you can see, and you can keep. I've got my little email widget here on front, and I've got the wireless manager, so I can turn the Wi-Fi on and off real quick. The touchscreen works pretty well. You can kind of flick and scroll through things. It's also got the optical mouse, which I think is just a really handy feature. I really like it. Oh, my battery's low. I really like having the optical mouse around. And then I'll show you real quick. We're not going to get too in-depth here because it's really just an unboxing video. But I will show you've got the visual voicemail and the VZ Navigator and the VZ App Zone, which is Verizon's new online store for smartphone apps that they're developing. Not a whole lot in there yet, but they're building it up. It's also available on the BlackBerry Storm. Your mobile IM as well. And I'll show you real quick by way of the messaging interface. There are a few different keyboards to choose from. There's a vertical keyboard, full QWERTY, and you can hide and show it by clicking the button down there. And then you can also go handwriting recognition. You can go short type style with 2 letters per key. You can go T9 style. Or you can turn the phone and the accelerometer kicks in, auto rotates. And then you can also, in the widescreen mode, you have your choice of keyboards. And so you can have the T9 style. In general, the touchscreen works well. The really little buttons and links can be a little bit difficult to hit, but honestly, that's why I really like having the little virtual mouse here. Definitely makes it a little bit easier to get to things. Then you can also have the full widescreen QWERTY. And the phone is big enough that the QWERTY buttons are relatively easy to press. There's haptic feedback when you're typing. The Samsung layout, I wish they'd put the spacebar in the middle and made it bigger, and the predictive text, just the way it looks, isn't necessarily my favorite. But it really works well, and I don't know, for whatever reason, the more touchscreen phones that I try, the more I realize that it really is a matter of personal preference. But I find the Omnia keyboard to be really easy to use. If you think about the other notable touchscreen keyboards, widescreen keyboards, in particular iPhone 3G and BlackBerry Storm, because those have been in the news a lot lately, what the iPhone doesn't have is the widescreen keyboard mode for texting and emailing. And the Storm has the clickable screen, but that's kind of a like it or not like it thing. But for me, this is kind of a combination of the best of both worlds, because you have the widescreen mode, but there's no clickable, but instead you get the vibrational feedback. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I really like the combination here. And I'm not a huge Windows Mobile fan. It is a little bit laggy sometimes. Not, horrible, but you can, moving from menu to menu, not too bad. The Samsung, the TouchWiz and the kind of main menu here, definitely, a little bit nicer. A little bit more consumer-friendly, I guess. You don't have to dig way into Windows Mobile. But then you have the Office mobile programs, RSS Reader, Podcast Catcher, which I really like. And Opera Mobile comes on the phone, which I think is great, because then it has IE as well, but Opera Mobile is just a superior experience to Internet Explorer on Windows Mobile 6.1. And so, you really get a lot of flexibility and power here. You can do all this Verizon stuff if you want. But you can install Windows Mobile apps, and like I said, the Opera Mobile works really well. We'll go to Phone Dog. You can see I've been there before, and it's connecting over EVDU right now, but it also has Wi-Fi. I just don't have the Wi-Fi on. And while it's loading. So while it's doing things, while it's kind of running Opera and trying to load, it can be a little tiny bit laggy, but there you go. It's a nice experience. It scrolls and pans well. You can double tap to zoom in, renders the HTML pretty faithfully. It's a really nice combination of hardware and software, I think. And I think, you know, just looking at the two new Verizon smartphones, actually there's three because the Touch Pro just came out, you know, you have kind of a nice variety here with the Storm and the Omnia. And I think the Omnia out of the gate, you know, it's just a little more responsive than the Storm is, the Storm having some firmware issues and whatnot. But anyway, there you go, kind of a quick look at the Omnia. Again, another great option, I think, for Verizon smartphones. All of a sudden, they've got three new smartphones, and two of them are Windows Mobile. And, you know, the Omnia, they really left the high specs on it, which I really like. And it's very thin and stylish and very lightweight as well. And while the camera, you know, the 5 megapixel camera on the Omnia, not as good as the 5 megapixel camera on the new Motorola MotoZine ZN5 for T-Mobile, but 5 megapixels nonetheless, flash, autofocus, camcorder, all that stuff. So there you go, quick look at the Verizon Omnia. Thumbs up, first impression so far. I really think they did a nice job with this phone. So there you go. As always, we'll have much, much more on the Verizon Omnia on PhoneDog.com and on PhoneDog TV live the night before Thanksgiving, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Thursday morning in Belgium. We'll have this on hand, we'll have the Storm, you know, we'll have everything. Show them to you, play around, try to answer your questions, because that's what we do. Until next time, I'm Noah from PhoneDog.com. Thank you so much for watching, and like I said, we'll have much more on this coming. Maybe even another video, maybe a dogfight, you know, we'll have to see.